And I have these notes for you.
Okay. I'll just come.
General housekeeping. মিউজিকের জন্য মিউজিকে আপনার কি প্ল্যান কি হচ্ছে দুজন মহারাজ মহারাজ যখন একটা হাউসকিপিং অ্যানাউন্সমেন্ট করে
ঠিক আছে, তাহলে আমাদের কয়েক প্রোগ্রাম হবে, তারপরে অ্যানাউন্সমেন্ট করে তারপরে
কিন্তু আপনি যদি দেখবেন যে একটু আপনাকে একটা সামারে যদি একটা মিউজিকের কিছু করে এটা কি সম্ভব হবে? বলে যদি চিন্তা করুন
করা যায়। একটা করলে আমরা যা আসবে আরেকটা তো বিবিসিসি তরফ থেকেই করা হবে, সেখানে একটুখানি কন্টেন্টস আর রেস্ট্রিকশন। আমি একটা এক্সাম্পল দিচ্ছি, আমি যদি এমনি একটা করি, আমি বলবো আমি একটা রবীন্দ্রনাথ কীর্তন করছি এবং সেইখানে হবে, তাছাড়া একটু গান বাজনা এটা হবে, তাতে এই টাকা যারা টাকা আসবে আমাদের যে প্রবেশ এইখানে হওয়াটা কিন্তু তো হবে না। করাই যেতে পারে।
আপনি বলছেন যে একটা
আমি বলছিলাম সেই জন্য সেই হিসেবে আসছে। অবশ্যই গানের একটা গান করুন, তাতে অনেক বয়সে কিছু গান করে আমাদেরও ঠিক এটা করবে।
You will be seeing this exciting. Okay, 3 princess. That is 14 marks. 14 marks in Islam, that is the first. And you will ask for both. Then Bhagavatam retreat. Bhagavatam retreat by emotion. So this is pure emotion. No, emotion. Emotion is doing on 7. Next Saturday, early morning, 8:30, 9:30. So Zoom. So please be here. So this is Vimohananda. He's flying in from Canada. Vancouver. So he's coming from Vancouver. And it is Vancouver. This is March 28. Two full days. One full, one half. Here. March 14 is Gita class. As usually happening. And this one is a food yes, all of and all these are it's unbelievable. Annual Utsav Day, just hold your okay. Then we are also planning something that she will announce. But you can simply say that Roladi will announce some things on this. As part of general housekeeping. And fund, target, and achieve, we will give you. Then, in terms of the sign-ups, we need volunteers in these areas. Shrine cleaning, general cleaning, gardening, watering, gardening, cleaning, food, emails, all activities. Fundraising will be music, doladi, fundraising status. Okay, that is from the previous week. Previous. Okay. Music, doladi will make an e-magazine, Subhashish. So he will make announcement. Yeah, he will. Oh, say a minute. Yeah, they will do a minute. She will do a minute. And any suggestions? Yes. So please come up with any suggestions to make it better. What your standard? And when we will do this. After choir, before Yogatmanandaji, we will say this.
Because I think that would be a nice transition. Once Maharaj says all the serious thing, then we want to bring in that content affairs.
And also we want all the choir members to be present.
Also, yeah, and the kids will leave, so that will give some time.
Yeah.
Reset back to the mood.
Yeah. Okay. So, this is the that you have to also give yoga.
ছেলেরা তো চারজন এটাতে করে দিলাম ছেলেরা চারজন কনভিন্সেন্ট কি ওটা ফিডব্যাক আমি এখানে দেখি
Three o'clock. So we just let's take the last
The program is still running
3
or starting at 2.
We are pushing.
So 3:10, so I can tell somebody else again at 3 o'clock.
Yeah, tomorrow is Friday.
চল এক এক করে দেখি কোনটা হলো
We write it again.
I go on. They will be besides me. So I'm just,
Yeah, kind of.
yeah. What again? Oh, is this on? None of them are working. Here you need to switch on this. Huh?
This one, center.
Yeah, it's on.
On.
On. Okay. Did you remove the mute?
No, yes.
No. Which one?
No, it is wrong. We need the 10.
Okay.
It's wrong. When it's wrong.
It should come in. It's okay.
Hello.
Yes, coming.
Coming.
It's okay.
Yes.
Coming.
And they wanted the in the mic.
I get.
We already know it's on.
Number 3.
Yeah.
যখন গান গাবে না
Yes, with some other. So he's going to recording করতে হবে বলবো
By the way, আমি ওকে জানি কোনোদিনও আমি right, Daddy?
See? He's a little too quiet. Not in goal. You want to press and press.
I mean, you can advance. I mean,
He's very good at runs.
but is there any
Ujiti good. Martian here. The boys are sweet.
is a specialist?
But I only take pictures.
ठीक है मैं
Adjust the camera, just see it's pointing the right direction.
Okay, so you want to put it this direction. Yes, they are covered.
দুটো বন্ধ করে রেখেছি বন্ধুটা
আমি 5-6 বন্ধ করি।
5-6 বন্ধ।
আমি 5-6 বন্ধ করি।
আচ্ছা আচ্ছা এখন সবই বন্ধ আছে।
হ্যাঁ, সব বন্ধ।
সবচেয়ে ব্যাপার হচ্ছে সব যারা বড়রা সবাই বসে আছে সব তাও সব
দরকার চেনাশোনা রাখা দরকার
না উত্তরে দিতে হবে উত্তরে উত্তরীয় দাও
What happened? What's that? No. So, see, I will move the camera.
Okay.
It is enough.
Yeah.
If it covers up to this, these are all the things not required. But we want a good coverage this side.
Okay.
You need here.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. For him, he just wants you to advance.
Okay. Okay. দেখো চারটে গান আছে
One move. That's it. One light.
one moon you mean I can do here
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
I can do here right
Yeah.
okay it's easier
Just keep before. I will just move that.
hold on is it starting from here is starting or no
Yeah.
Starting is that ekdam first line.
this one this okay.
No,
No.
that's not the start. So you're doing up arrow, is it?
Yeah. So this is the.
now we go down
Yeah.
every time
Down one at a time.
okay
So Ajit, I'll give you some cues.
Okay.
When it will start, first the kids will talk about Thakur.
okay
And when they kind of talk through 2 paragraphs or so, you'll find Dolagi will start, then you know that the first song is coming. At that point, you go down to the song.
okay
Similarly, after the first song is over, again the kids will be talking. Again, you take cue from Dolagi. Java যখন তুমি next step চলে গেলে
alright
টোটাল 4টে আছে
Now I will adjust the camera.
sorry
It's enough if we cover only from this point.
Okay.
We want a good coverage of all the people here.
okay
Just tell me.
yeah
Welcome everybody. We are actually waiting for Swami Yogatmanandaji Maharaj to arrive. We just heard that he is about 5-6 minutes away, and as soon as he comes, we will start our program. And thanks for your patience and understanding.
আমরা বসছি যেখানটা ছেলেরা
আচ্ছা
ওরা ভালো কাজ করছে, কিন্তু
সবগুলো কাজ করছে
ভাই মেয়েরা এত বেশি, মানে ছেলেরা শোনা মনে হচ্ছে তোর বুঝতে গেছে।
চার্জে লাগানো যায় মহারাজের এখানে তো নেই।
Maharaj is down spot.
Wait, let's play downstairs. They'll be waiting there.
How's it going?
Good.
Good, and you? Sitting up here? Okay.
I don't understand what is
Good. Is that presentation later on accessible on the website or
No, this is a PowerPoint.
presentation?
See,
Yeah, but it's not available later on. Will not be available. Because a lot of stuff is, I think, a lot of those in English. Because I wanted to read them.
this is not available. There are many other things.
Oh, okay.
Website that gives
Paintings and some, yeah. They do some absolutely great jobs. Yeah.
you like
Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Look at that.
One
Okay, yeah, I will do that.
Hello, hello.
বন্ধ করা আছে বন্ধ করা আছে
Oh yeah. It took me after the blizzard, it took me 2 days to clean up my driveway because I have a tractor with a snowplow, but it didn't work anymore. I had tires, but I shuffled a lot.
And I am okay. Just more.
Hello. So Swami Yogatmanandaji Maharaj has come, but he's taking a little bit of tea, but he gave us the green signal to move ahead. So welcome everybody, Maharaj Pranam. It is on this auspicious occasion, we are very privileged, the choir group, to present on Thakur's birthday. Given the climate all around the world, I thought it would be nice to talk about religious harmony religious harmony. And so today we will be talking about Thakur's salient and very unique teaching, Joto Mot, Toto Pod. As always, the narration will be in English, but the songs will be in Sanskrit and Bengali. but the translation will all be displayed on this TV. And we will also display the pictures drawn by some of our choir members. And hope you enjoy.
Joto Mot Totu Pot. On 11th September 1893, at the Royal Parliament of Religion, Chicago, Swami Vivekananda quoted lines from the hymn of Upanishad, which says, "As different streams having their sources in different places, all mingle their water in the sea. So, O Lord, the different paths which men take through different tendencies, various though they appear, crooked or straight, all lead to thee." This message from Upanishad was preached in the 19th century by Thakur Sri Ramakrishna Paramhansa, who said, "Joto mat, toto pot." As there are a number of beliefs, there are a number of ways, thus validating in a single phrase the essential unity of all religions. Today, we will discuss about this teaching of Thakur Sri Ramakrishna.
Thakur Sri Ramakrishna Parahamsadev was born on 18 February 1836 in the village of Kamarpukur, West Bengal, India, into a very poor but pious Bengali Brahmin family. He was the fourth and the youngest child of his parents Khudiram Chattopadhyaya and Chandramani Devi. The family was devoted to the Hindu deity Rama, and the male children were given names that started with Ram or Rama. Ram Kumar, Rameshwar, and Ramakrishna.
Ramakrishna was sent to the village school where he learned to read and write, but he had an aversion to arithmetic and did not progress beyond simple addition, multiplication, and division. Even as a boy, Ramakrishna, named Godadhar as a child, gravitated towards leading a spiritual life. He read the Ramayana, the Mahabharata, and other religious books with devotion. He also became well versed in the Purans, the Ramayana, the Mahabharata, and the Bhagavad Purana. By hearing them from the wandering monks and scholars who preached and sang the Purans, but he observed that the scholars were only interested in preaching their thoughts for acquiring wealth. He compared them with his father's philosophy of detachment and righteous conduct. So, he later lost interest in this bread-winning education from scholars. Instead, he became proficient in singing, making images, acting, and painting. When he was 14 years old, he started a drama group with some of his friends and left school to pursue it. He used to sing and enact the songs and scenes from the Purans to the village women.
After his father's death, Ramakrishna moved to Kolkata with his elder brother Ram Kumar and started assisting him with the worship of goddess Kali at the Dakshineshwar temple that was founded by Rani Rashmani. Later, he was appointed the priest of the Kali temple, and he immediately immersed himself in meditation and spiritual practices. He spent a major part of his life at the Dakshineshwar Kali temple, where he lived, prayed, worshipped, preached, and attained spiritual enlightenment.
Ramakrishna Gunagam, Nisadina Ramakrishna Gunagam, Nisadina Ramakrishna Gunagam. Deva Deva Samadeva Samadeva, Eka Deva Samadeva Samadeva, Eka Deva Sukha Nisadina Ramakrishna Gunagam, Nisadina Ramakrishna Gunagam.
Sri, like harmony of all religion. Sri Ramakrishna had a deep understanding of the scriptures. His unique style of explaining them in very simple and common Bengali language attracted a large crowd of followers. He did not write any book nor deliver public lectures. He chose to speak in a simple, clear language, illustrating with metaphors, parables, and by the examples of his life. Many of those who came to listen to him practiced different religious faiths or belonged to different religious sects, but that did not matter to Sri Ramakrishna. He didn't believe in theories of dogmas or logic, but religion for him was realization of God through direct experience and perception.
Around the time when Ramakrishna appeared in the spiritual realm of Bengal, Hinduism was in a state of decay. Numerous sects with internal strife, along with superstitions, dogmatic viewpoints, and discriminatory practices, had destroyed its structure. Christian missionaries took advantage of this situation and started mass conversion to Christianity. At this crucial juncture, he came forward to harmonize all major religions through this theory. Incidentally, he was the first man to speak of religious tolerance and universal truth of all major faiths in the world. Some other spiritual scholars before him had also written or believed in this, but Ramakrishna was first to publicly preach such a concept.
এসেছে নূতন মানুষ দেখবি যদি আয় চলে এসেছে নূতন মানুষ দেখবি যদি যদি আয় চলে আর বিবেক বই রাখো ঝুলি বিবেক বই রাখো ঝুলি দুই কাঁধে সদায় চলে এসেছে নূতন মানুষ যদি আয় চলে এসেছে নূতন মানুষ যদি আয় চলে Ramakrishna Paramahamsa Ramakrishna Paramahamsa preached that God realization is the goal of life, and it does not matter how one seeks Him. He said, with sincerity and earnestness, one can realize God through all religions. The Vaishnavas will realize God, and so will the Saktas, the Vedantas, and the Brahmos. The Muslims and Christians will realize Him too. All will certainly realize God if they are earnest and sincere.
He warned his followers not to feel that one's own religion alone is true and all others are false. God is one only and not two. Different people call Him by different names, some as Allah, some as Jesus, and others as Krishna, Shiva, and Brahma. It is like water in a lake. Some drink it at one place and call it jal, others at another place and call it pani, and still others at a third place and call it water. The Hindus call it jal, the Christians call it water, and the Muslims pani. But it is one and the same thing. Opinions are but paths. Each religion is only a path leading to God, as rivers come from different directions and ultimately become one in the one ocean.
Ramakrishna preached that with sincerity and earnestness, one can realize God through all religions. All religions will lead the devotees to God if they're earnest and sincere, he said. I see people who talk about religions constantly quarreling with one another. Hindus, Muslims, Brahmos, Shuktas, Vaishnavas, Saivas have difference of opinions. They're ignorant and do not understand that he who is called Krishna is also Shiva, the primal Shakti. Also he is again who is called Jesus and Allah. There's only one Rama and he has 1,000 names.
As another example, he said, one can reach the rooftop by many ways. By climbing the ladder, by scaling the walls, by sliding up a rope, or by taking the stairs. Some means might be easier than the others, some might take longer than the others. But if one keeps pursuing, they can reach the rooftop by any of these means and fulfill the goal of reaching the rooftop. In the same way, one can see God in many ways. However, one needs to believe in the path chosen and follow it with earnestness. Whatever you believe, just hold on to that, he said.
Once Ramakrishna asked his disciples Mahendranath Gupta, who wrote Katamrita, whether he believed in Nirakar, formless God, or Sakar, with form God. When Mahendranath replied that he preferred the formless one, the master replied, "Okay, it is all right if one believes in one of them. Belief is formless is well and good. But do not think that is the only truth and that everything else is false. You should know that formless is true and with form is also true. Whatever you believe, just hold on to that."
This idea of religious harmony that Ramakrishna preached was not merely an academic exercise from learnings of scriptures or messages of other scholars. It was a derivative of his 12-year-long quest for God through all different religions and sects. Ramakrishna grew up practicing bhakti towards Lord Ram, and his duties as a priest at the Dakshineshwar temple led him to practice worship of Mother Kali. While serving as a temple priest at Dakshineshwar, Ramakrishna would encounter various traveling Shatus who would visit his place and stay there for a while. Practicing their own modes of worship, several of them initiated Ramakrishna into various schools of Hinduism as well as different religions.
Tantra. Tantra focuses on the worship of Shakti, and the object of tantric training is to transcend the barriers between the holy and unholy as a means of achieving liberation, and to see all aspects of the natural world as manifestations of the divine Shakti. In the year 1861, a traveling middle-aged female ascetic named Gauravi Brahmani initiated Ramakrishna into Tantra. Under her guidance, Ramakrishna went through 64 major tantric sadhanas, which were completed in 1863. For all the 64 sadhanas, he only took 3 days to complete each.
Vaishnava Bhakti. In 1864, Ramakrishna practiced Vatsalya Bhava under a Vaishnava guru Jatadhari. During this period, he worshipped a small metal image of Ram Lala, Rama as a child, in the attitude of a mother. According to Ramakrishna, he could feel the presence of child Rama as a living God in the metal image. Ramakrishna later engaged in the practice of Madhura Bhava, the attitude of the gopis and Radha towards Krishna. During the practice of this bhava, Ramakrishna dressed himself in woman's attire for several days and regarded himself as one of the gopis of Vrindavan.
Totapuri and Vedanta. Towards the end of 1864, a traveling monk named Totapuri, the tall naked Naga sadhu, with tangled hair, arrived at Dakshineshwar while on a pilgrimage through various holy places in India. He was the head of a monastery and claimed leadership over 700 sannyasins. At the Panchavati, a wooded and secluded area of the Dakshineshwar temple grounds, situated to the north of the temple, Ramakrishna was initiated by Totapuri. At the dawn of this auspicious day, with the Homa fire lighted, he was guided through the various rites and ceremonies involved in the procedure of becoming a sannyasi. With Totapuri's guidance, Ram Krishna attained Nirvikalpa Samadhi, considered as culmination of spiritual practices.
Islam. In 1866, Govinda Roy, a Hindu man who was previously initiated into Islam and practiced Sufism, initiated Ramakrishna into Islam. Govinda used to visit Dakshineshwar regularly. Ramakrishna was impressed by seeing the faith and love for God in Govinda and decided to practice Islam, reasoning that this also is a path to realization of God, the supportive mother, the source of infinite Leela, who has been blessing many people with the attainment of her lotus feet through this path also.
He engaged himself in the practice of Islam according to its prescribed rules, devotedly repeated the name of Allah and said their prayers 5 times a day, wore a cloth like the Arab Muslims, said their prayer 5 times daily, and felt disinclined even to see images of the Hindu gods and goddesses, much less worship them, for the Hindu way of thinking had disappeared altogether from his mind.
He remained in that state of mind for 3 days, after which he had a vision of a personage with grave countenance and white beard, resembling the prophet and merging with his body. Swami Nigalihanda, in his biography, speculates that the figure was perhaps Muhammad. Ramakrishna believed this vision to be that of the old persuasive Brahman with attributes, as the vision eventually ended with him merging into the attributeless absolute Brahman. After his experience of practicing Islam, Ramakrishna opined that knowledge of Vedanta can make Hindus and Muslims sympathetic to one another.
Christianity. At the end of 1873, Ramakrishna started the practice of Christianity. After one of his devotees named Shambhu Chandra Mullik read the Bible to him, he developed good understanding of the life and teachings of Jesus. In 1874, Ramakrishna experienced a strange vision at the parlor of Jodhu Mullik's garden house, situated to the south of the Kali temple in Dakshineshwar. He was sitting there and looking keenly at the picture of Madonna and child hanging on the wall when all of a sudden he saw it come to life with the brilliant rays of light shining from the image and merging into his heart. A few days later, while walking in the Panchabhuti, he reportedly had a vision of Jesus coming towards him, embracing and merging into his body. At this moment, he reportedly lost his normal consciousness, entered into trance, and remained for some time identified with all the pervasive Brahman with attributes.
Brahmo Samaj started in Kolkata in Kolkata on 20th August 1828 by Raja Ram Mohan Roy and Dwarkanath Tagore. Brahmo Samaj is a societal component of Brahmoism whose fundamental tenets are they denounce polytheism and idol worship. 2. They are against caste system. In 1875, Ramakrishna met the influential Brahmo Samaj leader Keshab Sen. At that time, Ishaq had accepted Christianity, had separated from the Adi Brahmo Samaj, and rejected idolatry. Under the influence of Ramakrishna, Keshab Chandra accepted Hinduism and established the new approach, Nava Vidhan religious movement. Based on Ramakrishna's principles, worship as worship of God as mother. All religions are true and assimilation of Hindu polytheism into Brahmanism.
Ramakrishna had met other stalwarts of Brahma Samaj too, including Devendranath Thakur, Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar, Vijay Krishna Goswami, and many more, and engaged with all of them in deep and profound discussions on Vedanta, idol worship, and spiritualism. Many prominent people of Kolkata started to admire Ramakrishna, propagate his ideals, and rear their social religious outlook.
After more than a decade of Shandana in various religious paths, each culminating in the realization of God by that path, Ramakrishna's personal practices settled, and he is said to have remained in a level of blissful Shandani. He would meditate in the Panchabhuti, go to the Kali temple to offer flowers to the mother, and light incense to assorted deities and religious figures whose pictures hung in his room.
Ram Krishna, Ram Krishna, koi name mala japore mon. Ram Krishna, Ram Krishna, koi name mala japore mon. এই অসার সংসারের মাঝে, এই অসার সংসারের মাঝে, সেই যে তোমার সার রতন রাম কৃষ্ণ, রাম কৃষ্ণ, ওই রামে মালা জপরে মন। রাম কৃষ্ণ, রাম কৃষ্ণ, ওই রামে মালা জপরে মন। ঠাকুর ভবের হাতে ভাব হারে, সবাই করে কৃষ্ণ বাচা। ভবের হাতে ভাব হারে, সবাই করে কৃষ্ণ বাচা। আরে হেকে বলে সব ঝুটা পাল, খাঁটি বলে আমার সাজা। তুমি তাদের হাতে দিলে ঠাকুর, তাদের হাতে দিলে ঠাকুর সমন্বয়ে ভক্ত ধান। রাম কৃষ্ণ, রাম কৃষ্ণ, ওই রামে মাথা জপরে। রাম কৃষ্ণ, রাম কৃষ্ণ, ওই রামে মালা জপরে। রাম কৃষ্ণ, রাম কৃষ্ণ, ওই নামে মালা জপরে। রাম কৃষ্ণ, রাম কৃষ্ণ, ওই নামে মালা জপরে মন। রাম কৃষ্ণ, রাম কৃষ্ণ, ওই নামে মালা জপরে মন। প্রিয় সার সংসার পঞ্চবটের বটের ছায়ে সপ্ত সাগর মিলল এসে পঞ্চবটের বটের ছায়ে সপ্ত সাগর মিলল এসে আর যত মত তত পথ সবারই শেষ সেই বিশেষে দেখলাম মক্কা কাশী জেরুজালেম ও যে মক্কা কাশী আর জেরুজালেম ও যে সেই যে আমার বৃন্দাবন রাম কৃষ্ণ রাম কৃষ্ণ ওই রামে মালা জপরে রাম কৃষ্ণ রাম কৃষ্ণ ওই রামে মালা জপরে ঠাকুর খোদার নামে আজান দিলেন যিশুর নামে প্রার্থনা অহমিকা ঘুচল তবে মোহের ঘরে আর তো না শ্যাম ঠাকুর শ্যাম শ্যামরে নামে পাগল শ্যাম শ্যামরে নামে পাগল আবার সবাই করে আলিঙ্গন রাম কৃষ্ণ রাম কৃষ্ণ ওই নামে রাম কৃষ্ণ রাম কৃষ্ণ ওই নামে মালা জপরে 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 ওই নামে মালা জপরে ওই নামে মালা জপরে ওই নামে মালা জপরে রাম কৃষ্ণ রাম কৃষ্ণ ওই নামে মালা জপরে রাম কৃষ্ণ রাম কৃষ্ণ ওই নামে মালা জপরে
Through all these religious practices, Ramakrishna realized that in spite of their differences, all religions led to the same ultimate goal, the realization of God, and hence they are all valid and true. He proclaimed that I have practiced all religions, Hinduism, Islam, Christianity, and I have also followed the paths of the different Hindu sects. I have found that it is the same God toward whom all are directing their steps, though along different paths. You must try all beliefs and transverse all the different ways. Wherever I look, I see conflicts of religion. Hindus, Muslims, Christians, Brahmos, Vaishnavas, and the rest. But they never reflect that who is called Krishna is also called Shiva and bears the same name of the primal energy, Jesus and Allah, as well the same Rama with 1,000 names.
তোমার ওই আসন তলে হৃদয়ের দুয়ার খুলে, আমার ওই আসন তলে হৃদয়ের দুয়ার খুলে, গাহি তোমারি জয় গান ঠাকুর, গাহি তোমারি জয় গান। তোমার ওই আসন তলে হৃদয়ের দুয়ার খুলে, তোমার ওই আসন তলে হৃদয়ের দুয়ার খুলে, গাহি তোমারি জয় গান ঠাকুর, গাহি তোমারি জয় গান।
সর্বধর্ম সমন্বয়ে প্রেম ভক্তি কিশোরিলে, সর্বধর্ম সমন্বয়ে প্রেম ভক্তি কিশোরিলে,
সাধিলে জগতের কল্যাণ ঠাকুর, সাধিলে জগতের কল্যাণ, গাহি তোমারি জয় গান ঠাকুর, গাহি তোমারি জয় গান। আমি গাহি চির যত হলো তারা অনুগত, আমি গাহি চির যত হলো জয় গান, তোমারি জয় গান, গাহি তোমারি জয় গান।
Swami Vivekananda on Harmony of Religion. Following the footsteps of his Guru Sri Ramakrishna, Swami Vivekananda also preached the idea of harmony amongst all religion. He said, if there is ever to be a universal religion, it must be one which will have no location in place or time, which will be infinite like the God it will preach, and whose sun will shine upon the followers of Krishna and of Christ, on saints and sinners alike, which will not be Brahmanic or Buddhistic, Christian or Mohammedan, but the sum total of all these, and still have infinite space for development. It will be a religion which will have no place for persecution or intolerance in its polity, which will recognize divinity in every man and woman, and whose whole scope, whose whole force will be created in aiding humanity to realize its own true divine nature.
Conclusion. With these thoughts and teachings in mind, we will conclude our presentation today with hymns from Rig Veda that emphasize the unity of minds, healthy, powerful organizations for prosperity and happiness of all, and to promote fellow feeling and rightness.
May we march forward with a common goal. May we be open-minded and work together in harmony.
May our prayers be one. May we belong to one brotherhood.
Samano mantra samiti samani samano mantra samiti samani samana manasahachita
May our aspirations be harmonious. May our minds be in unison. May we strive to reduce disparity. May we be bound in strong fellowship and unity.
Samani Barakuti Samana Hridayani Va Samani Barakuti Samana Hridayani Va Samana Mastu Bhuvano Yatha Susahasati Samgacchana Sampadana Samgovanasi Janana.
That concludes our program for today.
Wireless.
শোনা গেছে তো এমনি বলছি ঠিক শোনা গেছে
Could I request all the members to keep silence and take your seat for a few minutes, please? There are some housekeeping announcements. If you can take your seat and keep silence for the next few minutes. And also some of the kids are playing in the downstairs. The parents, please go over there. Just keep an eye on them so that they don't get hurt. A few kids are playing in the downstairs. Please keep your watch on them. May I request all of you to please take your seat and keep silence. Could you please take your seat and keep silence? You want to get started with the next program? Okay, thank you. And last 45 minutes has been a wonderful another program by the choir members, right from the youngest kids to all the way to the senior adults. Now we all enjoyed. Thank you, Doladi and the choir members. That is for making all of us in a very divineful and a blessed way, having such a wonderful time. And we have some exciting things that are coming up that we would like to share. If you can pay your attention for the next few minutes. We have a series of Gita class is coming up. Every 2 months it will be taking place. Swami Atmajnananandaji Maharaj will be taking the session. The first one starts on March 14th. So as you all know, Swami Atmajnanandaji Maharaj has been coming here and taking sessions. The next session, the series will be on Bhagavad Gita. So it starts on March 14th. It is already published on the website. Please go to the website and register. Then on March 28th and 29th, mostly it's like a one full day and the second day is kind of more or less 3/4 of a day. We are planning to have a Sri Bhagavatam retreat by Swami Atmajnananandaji Maharaj from Vancouver, Canada. So it's a 1.5 day, 1.5 hours, 1.5 days retreat. It is also finalized and it is published on the website. Please sign up. Also, please make your calendar for our 5th annual Utsav, annual day, for 2 full days on September 19th and on September 20th. So 2 full days it is going to be. Then we are also planning some summer program involving bhajans, kirtans and music. More information to follow. Stay tuned. And also we would like to give an update on the big capital program that is building a resident mosque. And we have been having a very good and positive momentum so far. We raised about 35% of the expected capital funds. That is, we expected the minimum of 600,000. Till date, we raised about 236,000. Thank you all for coming out and supporting. But as you can see that we have progressed only 35%. It is good, very good momentum. And we need to keep that moving. And please come forward. We can make it happen. That is, we can just think of, that is what all we can achieve, that is by having a quarters. So there are so many ways, like we have already explained. That is, you can see the front desk, we have the form, we have online, that is, we can make a one-time payment donation, or you can give loan, or you can just pay on a monthly basis or quarterly basis. The forms are there in the front desk, in the reception desk, and that is, feel free. Please continue to support so that the sooner, that is, we get certain minimum level, that is, we can get started. Still, we are at the lower level, but the progress we have made is a big moment. So we can make it happen. Also, we need volunteers for performing various functions, right? And the first one is the weekend arati. We do on Saturdays and Sundays. Say, for example, that is on first Sunday, tomorrow we have Ranam Sankirtanam that we do for about an hour. And only when you come once and sit here, you can see how much of peace and how much of happiness you have. And we published, that is, we have for reference, we brought books in most Indian languages. We have it in Tamil, Telugu, Kannada, Hindi, English for your reference. Please come and chant along first Sunday. Similarly, join the second Saturdays, the study circles. And that is one thing. Please sign up for RT. That is, reach out the front desk, and we have already several volunteers signed up for RT. They have been coming regularly. But we want to expand. We would like to see more people, more and more people coming on Saturdays, Sundays. Right now, the attendance is very limited. The number of devotees participating is hardly. It is just only the person who is doing RT on several weekends. So please come forward, right? Sign up to do the Arati, or at least come and participate. The next thing is vigil. We started in a small way. It has been more than a year. Every alternate months from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., we do a non-stop vigil. It's non-stop. It has been happening. And on several time slots, that is, there are multiple people doing vigil. So we want more and more people to come forward, sign up for the vigil. Food. So the food, most times it is a potluck. The devotees prepare with love and with divine, that is prayers. They come and bring it. We have a potluck. Please participate. That is join the WhatsApp group. See the front desk. They will provide all the information. So next thing is e-magazine. Right, in our website, that is we would like to publish our experiences, the kids, the performance, the choir and all that. So, participate that. We need people for sign up for shrine cleaning, the general cleaning, gardening, watering and all that. Swami Atmajnananandaji Maharaj has been telling all the time the Karma Yoga's importance, and every single talk he gives, he talks only about the Karma Yoga. I think we all should come forward and do the Karma Yoga in keeping our center neat and clean. Such a beautiful center we have, and everybody has been telling that whoever the person who visits, whoever the Swamis visits, they all praise our center. We have such a wonderful, nice atmosphere. We will make it beautiful, and that is very nice. Please come forward. That is for the Karma Yoga activities. And now. For the music, Doradi has some additional information. She will share.
Thank you, Mani. Not much new about it. I think you all know we have the choir group, which we practice, and joining the choir group is, of course, completely voluntary. Whoever, this is for us. This is like offering God instead of the flower with songs. So anybody who wants to join is welcome. But along the line of raising some funds for for our big project, I would like to do some fundraising with our, not just the choir group, anybody, any devotee here who would like to participate for the fundraising, please contact me and let me know. We are thinking of 2 or 3 groups. We have a devotional music group consisting of Ratnadi, me and Shanta, and also Debashish as a representative from the board. Your proposals will always be considered by them, and then we can come up with some ideas, concrete ideas. We would like to involve all of you, not just the choir group, but anybody who would like to participate, sing a few songs, let me know, and then we will consider how we can incorporate all of you in this project for Thakur Mashamiji.
Thank you, Doladi. Now, I request Subhashis to, he wants to share a few words about the e-magazine program.
So this is briefly about the e-magazine, and we started this with the blessings of 3 of the Maharajas who requested. So why they requested was, when we look at the kids, they're drawing and contributing, sharing their thoughts. So we are planting the seeds in the kids and they're expressing. Similarly, the adults have already started contributing. So they are sending us articles. They're sending us the experience from visiting the ashrams and monasteries. What did they learn from the Swamijis? So I'm getting a lot of rich contents. And this is one of the best way to publicize, to do an outreach. My fear is people are not navigating into that website that we have. It's right on top of our VVCC. There's something called e-magazine, and you need to click. But I'm seeing that there are hardly any clicks and people are not going there, although I've got a ton of rich content. So we are going to work out some plans and strategies to see how we can reach out. So we can send those links through our publications, through announcements, and this could be sent out to our outside VVCC. So a lot of people will be interested to know. So my request is, if you have any suggestions how to improve traffic, how to improve more participation, I would like to be open to it. And I'll be working with Ajit to see whether we can have other means of publicizing this e-magazine. So thank you for your support.
Thank you. And the another thing I forgot to mention is about the food drive, and that is Please move the car 879 RSN. It is blocking the way. Okay. So the food drive, So it is, please, that is more specifically the Easter is coming. That is come forward. That is the packed food which is non-perishable, right? That is come and share. The boxes are kept outside. It goes to the people, the needy people in the nearby communities and food banks. Toys also, right? And the next thing that is the board, the people who are running the center here, the devotees with Swami's guidance, right? And we need your participation and support, and most importantly, come forward and give suggestions how we can do better, how we can improve better continuously. It's a devotees run center. Please participate, give suggestions so that we can keep improving and improving and improving. And thank you. And now it is time for the next session, the next program of the day, which is a session by Swami Yogatmanandaji Maharaj. And we are blessed to have Swami here. It's almost more than 1.5 years. It's last he was here was in December 2024. And so I remember well. And so thankful to you, Maharaj, for coming over here. And so a brief intro about Swami Yogatmanandaji Maharaj. Swami Yogatmanandaji Maharaj is currently the minister of Vedanta Society of Providence, Rhode Island. Swami joined the Ramakrishna order in 1976 and received his monastic vows in 1986. Swami served at the Ramakrishna Mutt at Nagpur in Maharashtra State, India for over 20 years. And then he was posted as the head of Ramakrishna Mission in Shillong, Meghalaya State in India. Swami came to United States in summer of 2001, and since then serving as the minister of the current center, that is Vedanta Society of Providence, Rhode Island. Apart from conducting his Sunday service and weekly study classes and organizing spiritual retreats at the center, Swami travels across United States and abroad and takes sessions on Vedanta. Swami also currently serves as the Hindu religious affiliate at Brown University, Providence, and as the Hindu chaplain at the University of Massachusetts, Dartmouth, Massachusetts. And there are several other things we can tell about Maharaj. And with this brief introduction, now I would like to request Maharaj to give his speech to all of us on this divine day. Thank you. Welcome, Maharaj.
वितरितुमवतीर्णं ज्ञानभक्ति प्रशान्ति प्रणयगलितचेत्तं जीव दुःखा सहिष्णु धृत सहज समाधि चिन्मयं कोमलांगं विमल परमहंसं रामकृष्णं भजामः. Salutations to Sri Ramakrishna, the Supreme Swan, the Atman, who has taken human form for distribution of knowledge, devotion, and prashanti, supreme peace. So, friends, and my special friend here, dear Swami Atmajnananandaji, it is a pleasure to be here, a great joy. And as I just learned that it is 1.5 years almost after which I am coming here, and I am very much touched by the loving welcome that I received. There was a little difficulty on the way. I was to come by train, and I boarded the train. It was about to start, and an announcement came. I thought that, well, the train is leaving now, and like that announcement, but was shocked to see that the train announcement was the train is going to halt in Providence. We don't know how long, maybe 2 hours or 3 hours or 5 hours. There is some police action going on ahead, and so the train will not be moving. So now what to do? So our friend and devotee Tushar Puranik, he happened to be there. He dropped me at the train station, and I thought if available he can drop me to Connecticut, and he readily agreed, so, and drove me here. I am very thankful to him for this wonderful, service. So it is, things happen, and then, yes, we are not always ready to see what is going to happen next. We plan, but our plans are all subject to the supreme planner. It is, our plans are subject to the plan of that. So it is, but fortunately, I came here much before the time that was told. Actually, had I come by train, and even if the train would have been on time, I would have come later than I arrived today. So it is nothing, actually, no problem at all. And I was so pleased to hear the wonderful presentations by the young children, giving the thoughts about Sri Ramakrishna's harmony of all religions. And everybody was telling how various religions that Sri Ramakrishna practiced in a succinct but very effective manner. And I am very happy that I was here to listen to all that. Also, I was very happy to hear the beautiful this music presentation. Sri Ramakrishna's advent was a great phenomenon, and for centuries to come, we will be seeing the great results, that how the whole thing unfolds. The small village Kamarpukur, from there this boy came, He was born there by divine will. It is. And that small village, if you go now, you will see so crowded. Devotees coming from all over the world. And they had to build many guest houses, big guest house. So, because so many devotees are visiting Kamar, Pukur, and Jairambati. So, and as the time is going to move forward, this whole thing will become, more and more expanded, benefiting millions and millions of people in the world. So that is how the change comes when an incarnation of God is born. God incarnation means the God assuming human form to teach humanity. Human beings primarily learn from other human beings. And that is what you see in the schools. And no school says that a dog can apply for teacher's job and such thing. Only human beings can apply, you see. So, because we are able to learn things from other human beings, and therefore to teach humanity, uh, we don't learn fast, but still God wants to teach us. So, how to teach? Take the form of man. So, that is how God took the form of Sri Ramakrishna. Again and again, as you know, explained very beautifully in Bhagavad Gita, that God takes form again and again to bring the purpose of life for human beings. What is the purpose of life? And not only theoretically showing it, but showing the path, how one can achieve that purpose of life. It is not telling, oh, this is the purpose of life. No, it is showing a practical path, how we can transform our life to make that purpose actualize in our lives and thereby become free of all bondages and will get infinite bliss. In fact, we become bliss ourselves. We don't have to go to get bliss from anything. Just as the there is no problem for ocean, that how to drink water. It is all water, so you don't need to, give a glass full of water. Ocean, are you thirsty? Come on. There is one Marathi saint, Eknath Maharaj. So he has composed many poems which are called in Marathi Bharur. And they present certain contradictory ideas and to show our state of life. One of them is that, oh, what is this wonder? The water is becoming thirsty. And that is our condition, that we are actually in truth, and we are bliss itself. But now we run after many things to become happy. How sad it is! It is just like the water feeling thirsty. Is it possible? Well, this is what is there. The water, as it were, has become thirsty. So, to show this purpose of life, that know yourself, know thyself. It is supposedly the last words that Socrates uttered. Know thyself. Because that is the highest education, getting which nothing remains further to be achieved. Nothing else can satisfy us, friends. We may achieve many other things, but still the question will still remain. What next? I got this, then what next? So the purpose of life is shown by the God appearing as human being. You may recall here, Jesus says, I am the goal, I am the way. I am the goal. Here you can see what is the goal and how to actualize, how to realize that goal in one's life, the path that is also very clearly described. And why God has to take this human form again and again. In fourth chapter of Bhagavad Gita, and Krishna gives the reason. Sakale neha mahata yogo nashta parantapa. I had told all this before, but what happens in the course of time? Things degenerate. That is, in a way, in a crude manner, second law of thermodynamics presents that the things go downhill. You don't have to propel them. Automatically they go downhill. But to push uphill, well, you require force, you see. So going downhill, getting spoiled, that we see, it is that is why the appeal for volunteers was being made. We need volunteers to maintain the place. Do we need volunteers to make the place disorganized and dirty? That happens automatically. But when we want to, maintain it properly, keep it clean, then work has to be put in. So Lord Krishna says that over the course of time, like the nice food prepared, now you like to eat now, very good, nice food. Keep it here just like that for 1 week. And after that, what will happen? Anybody would like to eat that khichdi? No, hey, take it out. Yeah. So that is what happens to religion also, presented by God long time back. But then, as Shankaracharya describes there in commentary, that what happens? That because of uh, the lustful life of human beings, the religion gets spoiled. What happens is the teachings we try to make it that will be according to our convenience, and therefore the actual message gets lost. And therefore, Sri Krishna says that the same being who had earlier told his religion in the past ages is now again born to tell it to you because you are my friend and my devotee. So I am telling it to you again. And same thing with Sri Ramakrishna, that so many incarnations of God appeared, gave the message for making our human life fulfilled, reach the goal. Human life is an important thing, friends. So this human life comes to total fruition, becomes complete only by inculcating that message, that what is our goal. And one has to really spend time, that think about it. What is the goal of life? Think about it. It is just like this, when today, as I was, our friend Tushar was driving me here and asked me, hey, give me the address first, where we want to go. Because if we keep on driving and went to some other road later, no. So first put the destination address. So that is what is to be done. Destination, the goal. We have to see that goal. This is the goal. And what is the goal? You see Sri Ramakrishna telling again and again. How many times he has uttered this? If you read the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, you cannot turn 2-3 pages without reading this statement that God realization is the goal, the only goal of human life. Why only goal? You may say that, well, I have this goal. My goal is to become the greatest athlete. My goal is to become the great scientist. Why can these not become goals? Why God realization alone fits this bill, goal of life? Because after, achieving, say you became the best well-known athletes, like say Michael Phelps achieved so many gold medals. The question is, what next? What shall I do after this? Therefore, that cannot be the goal of life. You may become a big scientist. Well, what next? It is this what next question is everywhere possible. It is only with God realization this question gets completely, unambiguously answered to full satisfaction. That this what next disappears. You become bliss itself. You do not have to become slave of other things, trying to get happiness. And in the process, we end up becoming beggars. Keep on begging. Oh, oh, sugar, give me some happiness. Can sugar give you eternally happiness? No, afterwards you feel, oh, enough. I cannot eat anymore. And then the problems come with that. It is, you see that thereby, that cannot be, you keep on telling, oh, woman, give me some happiness. Oh, man, give me some happiness. Oh, money, give me some happiness. Life of a beggar. If you look at that, just by money, nobody ever becomes happy. Go look at the lives of so many rich people. Are they happy? No, they always are having the desire to get more money. Cut the competition. Oh, that fellow is going ahead of me? No. This becomes the life that nobody gets satiated by that. So, therefore, friends, let us tell ourselves God realization is the goal of life. And he tells that, you see, I am reading now from Friday, March 9, 1883, and he is describing there the life of worldliness. And this same message has come so many times in Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna that about 9 o'clock in the morning, the master was seated in his room with Rakhal M and few other devotees. It was the day of the new moon, as usual with him. As usual with him, on such days, Sri Ramakrishna entered again and again into communion with Divine Mother, because that is the day. New moon day is the special day of worship of Mother Kali. So, and then he said to the devotees, God alone exists. What a strong statement. And this comes again and again in Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna. God alone exists. And what about other things? All else is unreal. God alone exists, all else is unreal. In the sense it appears and disappears. It is transitory. It is, you see it, but before you know you can grab it, it has disappeared. So that is why God is the existence. Other things are not real at all. Tell me, friends, honestly, do you want real or you want unreal? Unreal. Nobody wants unreal, really. But things appear to be real. What to do with that? They appear to be real. So think about it. Are they real? Sri Ramakrishna teaches us how to think, how to think that, okay, observe. Sri Ramakrishna's uniqueness lies also in adopting a very rational and scientific method. He doesn't impose anything. This is the method in Vedanta, like in Kathopanishad. It is told that, okay, you think. In Bhagavad Gita also, Arjuna is told at the end, Vimrushyaita dasheshena yathechasi tatha kuru. That in 18th chapter, after giving all this wonderful philosophy and practical implications, all different yogas, now Krishna says, now you think about it. And then as you then like, as you your desire is, yathechasi, tatha kuru, do like that. So think, is this world real? Analyze, let us analyze our experiences, friends. We don't analyze. We claim that we are in the scientific world, and many of us proclaim that we are students of science. I would say hardly anybody is really studying science. They just proclaim like that. If you are studying science, will you not apply that study to your life? That look, things come, things go. Sri Ramakrishna has told that several times. That look, everything has a birth, growth, gone. So also our human beings, we are born and then grow. And then one day, well, kick the bucket. So it is like that, with everything, everybody. So it is all transitory. Should we get caught up in these transitory things or aspire for something that is real? You all just announced we want something real, not something unreal. So examine what we are looking for and then go for it. Many times I told it this story. It was an incident that happened in Shillong. It is that one lady had come to meet me for some work, and then with her was her little daughter. And as the little children go, she was hankering for chocolate. They go pulling at the mother's cloth. Mama, I want chocolate. Mother was trying to keep her calm. Oh, that we'll see it afterwards. Afterwards, but she knew that the girl, they are good psychologists, the children, they know how to make her, the mom promise Okay, okay, as soon as we go out from here, we will go and I'll give you. And so she was pestering. And there was a TV going on in the office, in my office there. And they, there was an advertisement of a chocolate. I don't remember what brand it was or what, but there was a big piece of chocolate. And I told that girl, hey, see, why don't you pick it up from there? Why are you bothering your mom? But the girl was smart enough. She said, no, no, there is no chocolate there. Hey, you are seeing it, isn't it? You see it, but it is not real. Well, it is those days the TV used to be a big box, you know. So I told you, maybe if you go back, you will be able to. I was trying to test her, that's all. She was not going to budge from her place. Because why? She was so sure that it is not real. And I saw, look, why do we run after the things in the world? We don't see that it is just a deceptive appearance. And then we fall in that trap. This is, I am this body. My dear, why don't you think, how can you be this changing body, constantly changing? A scientific person will see that how this conglomeration and that too constantly changing conglomeration of various particles, how can that be I and exactly similar? Such heap of particles is called you. Does it make any sense? Absolutely not. But still we get deluded by this. That yes, this body is I. The body came from Providence to Connecticut. Again, on the passage it changed because I was sipping some hot water. So it changed, you know. And after coming here, again, I got some nice prasad and so forth. Atmajnananandaji must have done great, wonderful puja. So, yeah. So I had some prasad. So it changed. So, but how can I be that? It is the body traveled from, say, Providence, that too while changing. And I say, I went to Connecticut. Yes, that Gosport Road, 16 Gosport Road in Seymour, Connecticut. There is Vedanta Center. I went there. I didn't go anywhere. It is the body that went, isn't it? Yeah. So, but we identify ourselves with body. Sri Ramakrishna never did such a foolish thing. He used these words as only a conventional reality. That is called conventional reality. Assuming this, but he always was aware that it is not real. God alone is the existence. And that is why that alone is the goal of life. And he said that people come to seek advice, but it seems nobody really wants God. Because we are not seeing that this is the only reality. We think that God is difficult for us. So let us be satisfied with all these changing things. Calling dissatisfaction as satisfaction. We change our language. That Swami Vivekananda explains it in his lectures on Maya. That we keep on giving false names. When the misery comes, we call it happiness. When it is the world gives us some sad experiences, we tell that this also will pass and some happy times will come. Why do we not say that also will pass? It is no. We try to pick up some pieces of this impressions of happiness. That's all. We don't want real happiness. Real happiness is God alone. And that brings us the true happiness. Nothing else. That is why that is the goal of life. And he says that yes, God can be realized. That is the great practical aspect. Can God be realized? We feel no. In our life, it is not possible. Somehow, one gets that impression. So many devotees, they are devotees, they should not be saying this. But so many devotees have told me, Swami, I think in this life it is not possible for me. Next life, I will become a monk. Ah, yeah, it is not too long ago that one lady told me, and next life I will become a monk and then I will realize God. First of all, there are so many contradictions here. No scripture says that just by becoming a monk, you will realize God. It is not a guarantee. You can take it up as a practice, but that is no guarantee. Secondly, how it is sure, how are you sure that in next life I will become monk? Uh, you don't know. And how do you know that in this life you cannot realize God? No logic there. One can realize God. It is because God is our reality. That is again a very important saying of Sri Ramakrishna. Great advice that God is here. God is here. It is this place to feel God. He says that God is everywhere. And he gives the example of, say, a cow. The milk is in the body of the cow, but you have to get it through the udders. You cannot go on twisting the horn of the cow. No milk will come. So you have to see that the milk will come from the udder. So he says, there same in the same way, and we can meet God in the heart. Heart means the center of our consciousness. So there we can meet God, and that can happen next moment also. Uh, don't discount that possibility, friends. That there is, because God, we are our nature is God. In tantras, they therefore say we forgot it, and suddenly we remember. Oh, it is there. I had forgotten where I kept something because of some renovation going on there in Providence. Things were kept here, there, everywhere. And so I was asking people here, there, where did you keep it? And then suddenly, while taking out something, oh, it popped up. Mm. So, like that, and God is right here. That will pop up. Keep on looking for it sincerely, and it will pop up. God will come out because it is there. Basic thing is God is there. What we do foolishly, that it is, we seek other things which don't exist. It is, there is a beautiful passage in Chandogya Upanishad, towards the end of Chandogya Upanishad, not exactly end, but there is a nice story towards the end of Indra and Virochana. And then both wanted happiness. The Indra, the head of the angels, Devas, They wanted it, their way was kind of righteous way, but God was not their goal, the things in the world. But what do we want after all? Happiness. And the demon Virochana, he also wanted happiness. And since that is the goal, they were ready to pay a lot of attention to that, put in all efforts, and so decided to go to Prajapati. That we have heard that Atman, if one realizes the Atman, then one's all wishes are fulfilled. So, and Shankaracharya gives a very beautiful commentary there. Why? Because getting Atman alone can fulfill us. All other things are vitatha vishaya eva hite. That all other things are after all non-existent. Our other, I will get this, I will get that, I will then, it is like running to reach what horizon. How much do you have to run, Raki, to reach horizon? For 1 hour? Such a thing does not exist. Horizon is a visual deception. Therefore, you can never reach horizon. You will keep on seeing, but you cannot get there because it doesn't exist. All these appearances in the world, and we chase them. If I get this, my life will be so happy. That, oh, let me pass this high school exam, and then I will be so happy. By that time, I will be 18, and therefore, I will be out of the clutches of my parents. I don't have to listen to them anymore. Well, the fellow becomes 18. Is the goal realized? No, nothing like that. Oh, let me complete my undergrad, and then, so if 4 more years, and that will be done. 4 more years pass, the fellow maybe clears the undergrad and say gets A. Then, but is it over? No, I must get some good job to get more money. So gets a good job, maybe, and but is the life fulfilled? No, it is. I must get a spouse, so that will make me happy. I am yet to find anybody who became happy after getting a spouse. No, but still that illusion continues, that let me get spouse, and then there will be no dearth of happiness. Oh, no, there should be children in life, and then only then I will reach the pinnacle of happiness. It doesn't happen because these are all as the vitatha vishaya eva hita, that they are all vitatha means unreal. We are running after unreal things, running to catch what? Horizon. It is, you keep on running, you will never get it. So, therefore, we must examine that what is real and that Atman alone is real. And when you think of that, then you become happy. It is there everything becomes one. And thus you see that Sri Ramakrishna tells that you can realize God and keep on meditating. Take the name of God. He said that is the path of devotion. Keep taking the name of God, and thus gradually your mind will get purified. that is how the God can come to you. The name of God is very important. Through the name, what happens is the thing gradually makes its, as it were, stand in us. That is why those who want to advertise a product, what do they do? Keep on bombarding you with the name of the product in various different ways, so that you think of it. It happens, it is the psychology, friends, that again and again the same name is told to you. It is, I can tell you my own experience. Uh, every now and then you hear the name of a particular soap that is very nice for you. Sometimes a very, beauty that is shown using that soap. She might never have ever touched that, but for the advertisement purpose. So you see it on TV, you hear about it on radio. Uh, you see the big billboards showing that name. Oh, and then first I discarded that. Oh, they all advertise like that. It may not be. I am not going to buy that. But while saying I am not going to buy that, I again took that name. It is, and I don't know. One day I went and bought it. You see. That is what the name is, the name. So there is this great philosophy of name. I am not going to dwell deep into it now, but the name is identical with the one who bears that name. The philosophy of Nama Nami Abhed, that they are not distinct. Ah, it is, what is there in, say, we have name of a person, name of someone. That day I went to a school. Usually every 6 months I go there, and then it was next day after the Super Bowl Sunday, and so it is. They, how they get it. I asked just how was the game. One teacher said there that the game was nice, but we did not like it. We felt shocked. New England Patriots, they lost. It is. What is New England Patriots? Tell me. Are they the players? Players keep on changing, isn't it? Some club gives them more money, they go there. And they have no attachment with any club. What about coaches? They also change. Owners also change. So what is New England Patriots? Isn't it just the name? Just the name. Like Yogatmananda. Or you may like Atmajnananandaji more. So what is Atmajnananandaji? Well, the particles are always changing. The understanding who am I? A student doing PhD changed. Everything changes. What continues? Atmajnanananda. The name continues. That is why, the name is the essence. It is said that, well, the Shakespeare's quote, that what is in the name? But name is everything. That is why instead of taking some other names here and there, take the name of God. Keep on repeating the name of God. And then you gradually start feeling the God in you. That is how the psychology is. Like that, I told myself, no, I am not going to buy that soap. But the name went in, created that urge unconsciously. So similarly, keep on repeating the name of God. Gradually, we will start feeling the reality of it, the value of it, and we will go for it. So this is, as Sri Ramakrishna told, the name of God. And you see the big, wonderful band of devotees he built, that it is the organization that got built. See, Sri Ramakrishna's organization, Ramakrishna Sangha, Ramakrishna Math, Ramakrishna Mission, and Ramakrishna Sangha. Sri Ramakrishna's devotees contained both householders, whose number was much bigger than those who became monastics. And Sri Ramakrishna's message is for both householders as well as for the monastics. And he tells this is message for the householder that we read, because M was there. Householders, other devotees were there. In the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, the message of renunciation is there. But the renunciation that is suitable for householders. The householders should not run away and go somewhere from their home and hearth. That is not renunciation prescribed for householders. Renounce means what? Do your duties without getting caught in it. Learn to do your duties without getting caught. It's a wonderful philosophy explained a lot in Bhagavad Gita, Karma Yoga. That, yes, don't call anything. This is a great way of putting it. Nothing, never say I and mine. Give up I and mine. Because that creates problem. This is my spouse. Then it is a problem. If this is my house, more problem. It is, don't say my. I am living there in this house. Does it make it my? No, the cockroaches are living there more, So it is, they have better claim than we have. Actually, really, because you go out here and there. Do the cockroaches go out like that? They don't. So they have more claim. So it is not mine. Let us give up that idea, mine. Whenever we say mine, then you get caught in more bondage. My. As soon as we say my, then actually the idea is Lord Krishna has said that in Bhagavatam, that you are a thief then. Things belong to me and you are appropriating them to yourself. You are a thief getting caught, and therefore you are put in the prison, bondage. Why do we get bondage? Mine means my bondage, that's all. It actually never becomes mine. Only bondage becomes mine. It is when a thief is caught, then what? The thief is put in bondage. He is not given whatever he had stolen. That is gone. So when I say mine, my job, I experienced a very funny thing some years ago. And I had read somewhere that Microsoft is going to acquire Yahoo. And then I had met one lady. She was employee of Yahoo. I asked her, hey, is it true? And she said emphatically, no, we rejected that offer. We means as if that Yahoo is I, we rejected that offer. In a few days, she was given pink slip by Yahoo, and then no more it is we, So it is like that. that what is my, you will get kicked out from there any time. Nothing is mine. So practice this. So that will bring the joy of detachment. Detachment, we should realize. Suppose if our Sudeshna is holding a hot pot, it is just on the fire, and she goes and lifts it, hot pan. What a nice sensation it will give to hands, isn't it? That is this samsara, hot, burning. And what is the first thing one has to do? Drop it. Drop it. But we get attached to it. No, this is a very valuable pot. This is gold. Where shall I get it again? And all these foolish things. Drop it. And then, you see, we will be able to realize God. Sri Ramakrishna says, practice detachment. Work. This is a great field of work. Work without getting attached. One Swami had given a retreat in Providence some years ago. Very beautifully, he was explaining things. So he said, look, you get so many spam and phishing emails, and you may get cheated. You will not get cheated if you don't click on the attachment. Mm. The attachment show lot of promise that it is. Click that, and then you will find all your bank balance and whatever gone instantaneously. So, but if you don't click on that, uh, you are not brought to any harm. So, in the world, if we get attached, then got gone. And there is a nice cartoon I saw in a Buddhist monastery. One novice had come, and so he once asked the pontiff, are we allowed to use email? And the pontiff, with a face, very somber looking face, said, yes, but without attachment. So it is. So without attachment, one has to get involved in this world. Do your work. What a beautiful statement Sri Ramakrishna has made, one after another for the householders. And they apply to monastics also. Don't think the monastics don't get attached. We also, I feel, my Providence Center, what is my there? Nothing. But my, and then it becomes, a bondage. No, practice detachment. It is not yours. Sri Ramakrishna says, nothing, no problem if we are in samsara, in this world. We are here. Who goes out of the world? We have to be here. But don't let samsara get into you. You be in the samsara. You be in this world. Let not the worldliness get into you. The boat can be in water. Of course, boat has to be in water. But the water should not ever enter the boat, you see. And what will happen if water enters the boat? Going to sink. So therefore, while remaining in this world, while doing one's duties, and everybody has duties, do it as duty without thinking it is mine. No, nothing is mine. Friends, these teachings are given. One can keep on talking about it. As Swami Vivekananda, when he was Narendranath, he said, with one sentence of Sri Ramakrishna, several, hours one can keep on discussing it. It has so much meaning to it. And the friend that was listening to him Most probably it was Swami Sardananda himself. And so he said, no, we have heard Sri Ramakrishna. We did not find his teachings are so simple. He said, okay, take up one statement. The story of Mahut Narayan and Elephant Narayan. And that Narendranath kept on explaining it for 3 days. Imagine, so many wonderful philosophies come out of it. So we could have kept on discussing this for a long time. But I don't want to test your patience. You have been here. Many of you have been here from morning, and so must be feeling. So I respect that. I could have done worse than you. So therefore, uh, again, expressing, I don't have really words to express the tremendous love with which you have greeted me here, and I hope, feel that I will get an opportunity to be here more often. It is, and let the Sri Ramakrishna's blessings be on all of us, taking our life forward towards what? The goal, the God realization. And have this faith, friends, that we will realize God right in this life. Let us see that Sri Ramakrishna mentioned that the one who has come here, this is their last birth. So don't think next birth. What next birth? What do you know about it? Just parroting words. So this birth is there, and make best use of it, and we will surely realize God, friends. So with this prayer, I conclude my talk. I have no words, friends, to thank you for giving me such patient hearing.
Pranams Maharaj, thank you for your time and beautiful blessings and talk. We have a few questions for
Oh, you have
just
some
a few questions from the devotees. Just for a few minutes.
Okay, no, I have no problem. I was worried about that problem because to keep on hearing this Swami for such a long time, that is, a tapasya in itself, austerity. Ah, so kind of you, Rakhi.
So, if anyone has any questions, kindly ask now. We had a session with a joint question and answer, but Swami Atmajnanandaji has been tired all day. I would like to.
No,
We're
don't
trying
get
to
Maharaj.
keep it short.
Now his throat is better,
Okay, so kindly raise your hand and announce yourself before asking a question. And we'll get answers from both Swamis.
Well, you always thought that, you practice and practice, and maybe in the old age you can practice more, But in old age, I saw that it's even worse. So why so? Does it happen with anybody else, or it's just me?
Well, it stands to reason that in old age the practice is not that powerful. Therefore, it is told, do as much as you can while the body is still young. Now, like you had the feeling of pain. In old age, I am experiencing sometimes this pain, this gives pain, and so therefore what happens is that the energies of the limbs go down, the mind becomes less enthusiastic, and therefore it is told that do it when the youth is there. That doesn't mean in old age one cannot do it. Whatever the same principle applies, that you do it now, it is better than becoming older and doing, isn't it? It is a relative term, old age. It is. Oh, because the things they deteriorate gradually, the body deteriorates, energy of mind goes down. So make best use of the available time. I remember one conversation with Swami Bhaumananji, who was the head at Pune, and then very humorous. He was just feeling that he will now soon go away, pass away, pass. The body was deteriorating. So I just asked the commonly asked question, that how are you, Maharaj? Said, how am I? How to say better than tomorrow? Is it better than tomorrow? So let us feel this, better than tomorrow. So put your best efforts today, now. Why worry about that it is does it happen to everybody that as the age becomes more? Normally that is what happens. Bhartrihari in his Vairagya Shatakam says that therefore while you are youth, you are young, put in all efforts while there is still power in the limbs. And it is thinking that at the old age I will do it is like Sandipte Bhavane to Kupa Khananam Idrusha Kudyamaha. That it is somebody had been thinking that I should dig a well because who knows when the fire will happen. So I will dig the well, at least the water will be ready to put out the fire. But then he kept on postponing, and then as the house caught fire, he started digging the well. So it is like that. So thus it is important that let us make the best use of every moment available. Don't think about the past, it is useless. And what is the point in thinking about future? And now is the moment. So let us act now. And Rakhi has been doing this sadhana. I know Rakhi for 20 plus years. And she was always devoted to God. So, and I see the devotion, her devotion has increased over the time. Thank you. No. Any other question anybody has?
Other questions from anyone else?
Nobody has any question. I explained everything so nicely.
See, that's what Maharaj best he brings us all the joy.
Pranam Maharaj, my name is Shantanu. I know you didn't want a question. I said, okay, let me ask a question. Maharaj, you talked about detachment. That's the way to, nothing is yours, as you said. But detachment is very difficult. It is not easy to walk away from something. It is maybe it's a different topic for some other day, but if somebody can master the skill of detachment, that's it. This is the
Yes, I got your question. Thank you. First thing is, nobody is telling you to walk away. Do your work. But assert this fact that nothing belongs to you, which is truth, nothing belongs to us. Just remind yourself that nothing is mine. That is detachment. It is just feeling the matter of fact, and do your duties. Do your duties, and with detachment, detachment means this, that nothing is mine, why get caught? And therefore, if attachment is to be done, Atmajnananandaji had given a very nice talk in Providence. I still remember it. It is his topic was get attached. That just get attached, and the topic very nice. That detachment doesn't mean walking away. It is many things like that. Therefore, don't think like in this manner. Get attached. Attachment, detachment. Let me give you a everyday example. What is attachment and detachment? You have switches that control these lights, isn't it? So when you need, you put it on. It is fully attached with the network. When you don't want, switch it off. That is why there are switches. So when you want to get engaged in work, attach to it. Don't walk away. And when the work is done, switch it off. Detach. It is not difficult if we think of God. That is the best way. Get where to put that attachment, then get attached to God. That transfer all those attachments to God. Instead of saying that my spouse, say my God. It is my God. That is true. God is always ours. Other things, they come in contact with us and then go away also. It is, but God never leaves us. So get attached to God. Don't walk away from anything. No, it is do your duties and practice this principle. Thank you very much, Shantanu.
Yeah.
Thank you, friends.
Thank you, Maharaj. Such a wonderful sessions, very interactive, very simple. Maharaj always conveys big complex things in a very most simplest way. Anybody can understand. Thank you, Maharaj. And again.
I said that hope I also understand.
So we will have a short 15 minutes break. Then tea is available in the downstairs. Refresh yourself. Then we will assemble here for Aarti at 5:45. Thank you.
Yeah. So what we are going to play, we can shut down streaming and all that.
Yeah, so I won't play here.
No, we'll play here.
Well, then I will sing.
Nobody's going to sing.
I just play here, second time after. So it will stay here. Okay.
Not like a preacher, I'm just saying that makes sense.
Detach yourself from painful attachments. Very nice. My wife detach হয়ে গেছে
Switch off the light. That's it.
Which is the light? Okay, put the light.
And you already ended the stream? It is the end.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it.